This playthrough is rated T for teen.
Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Aegis of Earth, the Protonovus Assault. I'll get it right eventually. In the last episode, we continued our quest to make our cities even better to survive the alien monster threat. I keep forgetting what if it's like actually aliens or if it's just monsters that came up from the ground, like some kaiju mothers. Anyway, off screen I did some grinding for money and gems to a decent amount. I guess you don't need to a point, at least until a certain point in the game, but I thought it'd be easier if I grinded my commander level a bit too while we're here, which will finally give us the chance to, we actually got quite, you can tell I've gained a few levels because I've got a lot of stuff to unlock, but one of the big things I wanted to show me getting was generator in. We can finally build generators after all this time, or maybe if not build, maybe upgrade our generators to the next step or something like that. Costs quite a bit of money, and you need a pure gem, but luckily most pure gems are dropped during boss fights. At least almost every time I've had a boss fight, it's dropped a pure gem. So let's get that.
You want a blueprint?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, that's hot.
All right, there's your blueprint. Yes, very good if I do say so myself.
Thanks, Doc. That's heavy, though. Anyway, actually, I might do that too while we're here.
So can I get some? What?
Oops.
Yes.
What? Why? Because I don't have the money. No, I have the money, which will always disappear after a point in time.
Should be much more solid now.
Yeah, but now that I've updated a generator, let's see what, like, if I can actually build it or if it's an upgrade. Let's see. Okay, so it's an upgrade. So you can't. I guess that makes sense that you can't build generators because it's already pre-built into the town itself. Because whenever anything can be upgraded, you can see, like, if you go back to old towns, you'll find like little up arrows on them. That just means they can be upgraded. Obviously, I don't have any new upgrades for my current stuff, so I don't have to worry about that. But this one, yeah, you can finally upgrade it and get a 600 plus, and then after you upgrade it, then there will be a whole new set of whole new set of skill or levels. So now you can upgrade another 22 levels, so that's good. So I could go back to the old towns and upgrade all those if I needed to. But on the old towns, really the only thing I have to worry about in old towns is upgrading residents, because at some point you can hit a point that there's really no reason to upgrade those towns anymore. As long as you can beat the boss that appears during like when it hits the density or whatever, as long as you can beat him at a relatively comfortable level without losing too many of your shields or whatnot, then I would say stop upgrading and go to the next town. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to mention that there's the new residents too as well, so you could like reduce how much room they take up by getting rid of old residents and building the next step residents. There's the Minerva item we've unlocked too, which is a temporary item, which apparently increases your crystallization and critical hit while it's up. It only has 1 HP though, so as soon as it takes any damage, it's gone. And it takes like 5 pure and 2 colorless, which I think those are random drops right now. I don't think you could, or if you get rewards for them or something like that. I'm not gonna buy that yet, but I thought I can afford it, but I didn't want to get it just yet.
You want me to drop a blueprint for this unit?
Yeah, I might as well get the residence one too while we're here.
Blueprint complete. Well, I've really outdone
I'll start messing with that later. And maybe off screen I'll get the rest of these. Actually, I think I can even do that if I want to. Yeah, I've gotten some green crystals from random encounters and stuff like that. But I want to save. Obviously, I want to save more money because it took me a while to grind my money because I kept spending it for upgrades too, and the vicious cycle continues. I'm not very happy with my current. Oh, good, you can actually auto upgrade the or not auto upgrade, but you can. I'd rather max residence before I start doing that, though. Yeah, I'm still not happy with this. Although the residence like this because I didn't have enough power. I was waiting for the generators to basically be built, is what I was waiting for. So.
Tell me where you'd like to move it to.
I just need to do some.
I'll get the move done. Tell me where you'd like to move it to.
Yeah, I could probably now do kind of the build I want to do with these things. Usually I want to do missiles right next to right between weapons that look better, because you can cannons and stuff like that will still work if they're on the side of a sector, but I've noticed if they're straight in the center they can hit farther, or at least they activate sooner than other stuff does for some weird reason. If it's on the side, they have to get like really close, unless you're missiles, of course. So I usually try to put missiles in between, like cannons and Gatling pistols, because missiles kind of just hit a good general range. So even if you're not got your Gatling or cannon stuff in a decent position, you can still get something from your missiles. So at least that's what I've noticed anyway. Yeah, I tend to build more. I tend to put more missiles than I do anything else, because their range is a bit different than
Commander, our electricity.
Yeah, we got plenty. We got 500, dude. You can calm down. You can back off. I mean, I shouldn't build all missiles, because obviously there's some, like, for example, cannons can do more damage overall, like quicker than the missiles can, and stuff like that. And Gatling are just really fast, but that's probably why they cost more. I guess I'll maybe build 2 more Gatlings there, just to kind of fill that out a bit. Yeah, Gatlings cost quite a bit. At least the Rex Gatlings do, 300. So, but I didn't want to spend too much on this, because I wanted to get to the next request. Because last time we were in a, yeah, might as well get a couple out. This one. Let's see, where's that? Okay.
We've initiated
Like that.
It's up to you now to make the most of it, Commander.
Commander,
Okay. That might be good for now. Okay. Let's do the request. Yeah, we had to do some requests to get to the next step.
These are the enemy.
Oh, and everyone's all good and happy right now for the most part. Yeah, I did quite a bit of stuff off screen, so stuff that didn't really need to be shown. So, all right, let's do research material so we can get to the next plot. No doubt Admiral Newman has already briefed you, but we need some specific enemy specimens for our research. This mission is for the good of humanity. I trust you'll do your best, and to get a decent amount of money, 15,000 dollary dues or whatever you want, or whatever this world's current. I guess gold. I think it is called gold, isn't it? Anyway, and we could try out Weatherly or whatever, see how he works. Okay. Actually, we could probably. I've got plenty of your Gatlings around here. Uh-oh. Oh, here we go. Oh, never mind then. Not doing too bad so far.
The enemy's close.
Are we not out of that
Can't let this chance slip away. All right.
Okay.
Healer
And there's also not a. Uh-oh. Looks like new weapon. That's not good. There we go. Uh-oh, we got some newbies around here. Look at that. Oh, it's one of those shellers or whatever they're called. The ones that basically you have to, like, usually the missiles can hit them first, which is good. Better shift that around. Ah! Come on, dude, stop. Stop. Stop it. Stop it. Oh, now you get taken out. Great. Looks like it's basically seems to be a, what's the word? Oh, here we go. Uh-oh. Better move those. I don't want all my, nuts. I didn't want all my shields to, like, get destroyed, like, in one go, you know. But, apparently it destroyed all my regular stuff, too, so, oh well. Uh-oh. More dudes. Uh-oh, Shelfer? I hate these things. Yeah, I should have known the game was going to start destroying crap that could defend itself better. Uh-oh. Ah! Ah! Uh-oh. Alright, you know, they're doing damage, but it's nothing I can't handle. Oh, we did it. Okay, cool. Yeah, it got a little crazy, but I've gotten so used to just random crap popping out of nowhere now from doing all that grinding that doesn't phase me as much. I'm more like, okay, what do I do now? So I should be a bit better prepared now that I'm aware that the enemy can actually just teleport in.
I'll start with the strike.
Makes you think that that the aliens are intelligent, you know, more than we think they are. But weirdly enough, I doubt we'll ever deal with that kind of, because I think the whole point of this game is just surviving and just improving your chances against these monsters to begin with. So
Make sure to pick the operator.
Alright, I've been trying to keep people on longer than usual to try and get their focus up and stuff like that, so I can, because high focus, I don't know if you remember from the beginning, but high focus means they have a higher chance of activating their abilities, which I want to try and do with certain characters. But anyway, Newman's got to pay us a bunch of money. He just says the same thing. Okay, on to the next section. Yeah, what's your deal, Weatherly? Why are you so gruff and grim? Have you noticed how smoothly everything's been running recently? We complete the Admiral's orders very quickly, too. Well, unless you're talking about all the grinding I did, which I didn't technically need to do to finish this, but I wanted to get a lot of it out of the way so I wouldn't have to do it later, you know, that type of thing. I'm still going to need a lot of money, though. That's the problem. But, oh, anyway, Weatherly is such a great asset. Or Weatherall, sorry. I don't know why I keep calling him Weatherly. Weatherall is such a great asset to the crew. Until now, it's always felt like we've been short-staffed. He is the tallest member of the group so far. I know, and I bet you don't mind that he just happens to be a guy.
It's not that.
That has nothing to do with anything. I welcome everyone, man or woman, as long as he or she can do the job. Aren't you kind of looking for someone? Weatherall's single, according to his bio. Well, unless his wife is alive, which I hope she is. Anyway, there she goes, getting all serious. Boring. Come on, Toa, admit it, you like having more guys on the team, just in case one of them turns out to be perfect. Hey, what about me? Am I chopped liver? Oh, wait, I'm kind of a faceless peon, aren't I? Well, I suppose that's what it is. I knew it. So, Toa, if you could pick one guy in the crew, who would you pick? There's only there's Turing, Lovelock or whatever, and Weatherall, I think. I think there's only 3 men in the group, not counting the commander. There used to be 4, but, you know, I don't know. I mean, if I was going for looks, I'd choose... Oh, that's right, Penrose. I almost forgot about Penrose. 4, so there you go. I'd choose Penrose since he's kind of dashing. Ha, I'll give you that, even there's nothing else to recommend about him. Oh, ouch, Penrose. You think so? But even his appearance feels like a charade, or charade, however you want to pronounce it, with those stupid glasses he wears. I think Turing's pretty cute. Wherever I see him, it makes me go odd side. Technically, that's like... I think Turing is like 16, so I'd stay away from him, dude, until he's 2 years older, man. We're getting into creepy territory there.
Hey!
You don't seem like to have a type, do you, Monolith? You go for pretty much anyone. What's that about? I could understand if your success rate was pretty high, but...
What?
I am kind of surprised. Then again, I don't know her personally because she's a fictional character. Who doesn't love chesticles? Anyway... hey, just leave this past in the past, okay? I'm trying to move forward here, not back. Now, so Toa, what do you think of Weatherall, huh? What's wrong? I looked at Weatherall's transfer papers when he arrived. He's married, apparently. Well, his wife's missing, but... Oh, I'm so sorry for you. Were you going after him? No, why do you have to read so much into it? Anyway, there's one more out of running. Hey, Randall, who would you pick?
See now.
You're going to drag me into this now. I don't know. I guess I'd go with Lovelock. He's pretty cool. Hey, nice Lovelock. I like I'm already liking Randall already. No. Actually, I just really like her design. Anyway, Lovelock, actually, yeah, he might be about right for you. What do you mean for me?
Okay.
Or, sorry, wrong answer. What do you mean for me? I'm just saying you're both kind of hot-blooded. You could raise an entire hot-blooded family. Not my type, though. Well, I guess as long as the survey or test for female characters is as long as they how many conversations they have between other girls, and is it about guys or their relationships or whatever. So we've already beaten that test because we've only had one conversation about this, and that's this episode right here. So hooray for progress. Anyway, when you put it like that, suddenly it doesn't feel like such a great idea. Dude, you cock-blocked love-blocked, man. Although it's not like he was actively going after her, I'm just saying. You know, I guess each of the guys has his pluses and minuses. Oh, there's still one guy we haven't talked about yet. Are you looking at me? Toa, hello. What? Oh, nothing. I mean, I do think he's a really nice guy. He's kind of dependable, doesn't get mad when I read sci-fi on duty. Looks kind of handsome when you squint. And who are they talking about? They can't be talking about me, the commander. I'm technically a peon, or I'm technically a faceless goon for all intents and purposes. Wow, so that's your type, huh? No, I just mean that a colleague I think of as the commander is someone I can really trust in. The commander? That's who you were talking about? What? Wait, what? I mean, well, yes. So the commander's your type, huh? For a minute, I thought you were talking about Admiral Newman. Hey, if she's into older dudes, I can't blame you, I guess. Admiral Newman? Why would I be interested in the Admiral? He's old enough to be my grandfather. I don't know. I just assumed you were less fussy about who you date than I am. I mean, you kind of have to be at this point, don't you?
Terrible.
No, I don't think so. I can still afford to be choosy, can't I? Depends on what you're looking at, I guess. Really, if you're choosy, sometimes you'll miss the person like right under your nose. That's kind of what I've noticed anyway from people. But I'm not a guru on that. I'm not going to give advice on that because there's no perfect, really manner of doing it. Anyway, speaking of which, we have been given an order to welcome more migrants into Norlis. You're right. Maybe one of them will be the man for me. All right, everyone, back to work. Otoa? Main task. All right, so we just need to do 2 more. Oh, no, I guess just 1 because we automatically get a dandelion at the end of the first one. Raise happiness to 100. Well, that's easy. I've done that multiple times. So we just basically have to do 1 more fight. And for that, because we'll get the... okay. I was about to say, come on, game. Yeah, that one wasn't too bad. Thank you. Hibaki or whatever. Alright, come on. There we go. And we got quite a few people, 300.
Hey, Commander.
Yeah. Oh, boss, huh? Oh, great. Right.
Verification work is underway as we speak. It shouldn't take long.
Nah, I'm just gonna upgrade a couple
Initiated
times
unit
on that.
fortification.
That way we
Do
can...
you know?
I mean, we still have enough to accept all those dudes, so... From Johannesburg. Or Johannesburg.
Okay.
I don't know if that's how you're supposed to pronounce
I
it.
finished.
Alright, let's grab the money.
Time to collect taxes.
Lots of money.
Crystals are used to make aluminum.
Yes, I know that. I kind of wish the game wouldn't repeat itself a lot, but let's see. Need to buy another shield.
Commander, our electricity.
Or should that have been a repair? Ah, nuts. That should have been a repair. Crap. Do I have any ones that are about to be destroyed? Or pretty weak? We'll do that.
Sure you wanted to... okay. It's gone.
I forgot. I forgot. I didn't see a repair drone here anywhere. And we'll just do the lower one for now. All right. I think we can do another. I think we're good enough for another mission. What's our time looking? Oh, we can probably finish one pretty quickly. And we do have a couple of requests we can finish as well. Basically, these requests just to kind of figure out how to fight certain types of monsters. So you've got your new variations of aliens, which are the healers and the shellers. The shellers are the ones that severely raise the defense of monsters, which are hard to fight because a lot of times they'll end up being in the back of groups. So the only way I've noticed to really fight those is either to use the laser weapons or missiles will sometimes hit enemies groups from behind, which has higher chances of hitting the shellers. But anyway, have you already fought healers? If you fail to eliminate all their kind that are in the vicinity, they start resurrecting each other. We require data. Yeah, I'll show that one on screen. Why not? It's almost close to the end anyway.
Shielding the CDC next.
And I'll cover our
Let's get this in the bag as quickly as possible and make that hostile.
quickly.
Warning you, I'm not holding back. All right.
Alright. Yeah, if you build your places pretty good, you can always like just sit here and let the game play itself for small bits of time. That's probably why they add new like enemy types and all this other stuff, so you're basically not going, hey, I can just sit here and let the game play itself. That's probably why there's different like building strategies or building sections and all that other stuff. Yeah. I love having the Rex. The Rex lasers are pretty solid weapons. That's probably why they're cost like 700 energy to use. Might just move and use the lasers. They're pretty effective against these groups too, I've noticed. When are the healers gonna start coming by? Probably pretty soon, I bet. I bet they're just preparing us for the eventuality. Because I can tell Shellers on site, but I can't really tell healers. Like which ones are those? There's those guys. Now that I've played the game quite a bit, especially for grinding purposes, I've gotten pretty used to like a lot more familiar with the game in terms of like, well, I mean, if you're playing the game, you should at least get somewhat familiar with them. I've gotten a bit more familiar that I can like, I wouldn't say I'm an expert by far, but at least I'm more comfortable with most missions now, which is always good to know.
Good job.
I mean, there's probably plenty of like good. Well, actually, I don't know if there are plenty. I mean, no one talks about this game, so I assume it's basically. Oh, that's the. Okay, that's what the healers are. Okay, that makes sense. All right, let's move everyone into position for missiles, whatever. Uh-oh. All right, I don't. What'd be the most effective way to fight them? There goes that. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay, good. Uh-oh. Oh, that's right. They get back up after a while. Whoops. Ah, come on. Okay, that one's dead. Man, I can't keep... Okay, there's got to be like a way to like hit them all. I'm almost kind of hoping to wait if my get my cannon to like, or not cannon, my UMD weapon. There we go, finally. That was a bit obnoxious. I was waiting for my UMD or USD or whatever it was to get unlocked so I could just blast him, but I killed him before that. So. All right, we're good there. Or USW. Okay. And come on, man. I'll just pay for that. And I think there should be a park. I think I should have a park one around here somewhere. Attorney's hit 200, so now I don't have to worry about. I can swap him out here pretty soon. Probably I'll swap out Weather All pretty. I keep trying to get Hikachi up too. Her focus really high.
Hello,
Yeah, I can't believe. I guess if I hadn't taken that damage from those things, I would have gotten it. So, all right. Well, I think I'll leave the. I think I'll leave the happiness thing. I'll do that on screen in the next episode of. Well, okay. Let me be a bit more official. All right, in the next episode of Aegis of Earth, the Protonovus Assault, we'll raise our happiness to its max. Get on to the next dramatic scene as we learn more about the new guy, Weatherall. And well, I guess we've already had the big conversation about the ladies liking him, so I guess everyone's else reactions to this tall, dark, and silent man. So thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.